Hey, I'm sick of y'all asking what black people are going to do about this situation here that's going on in our country. This is going to be an angry rant, so if you call me an angry black woman, please call me the angriest. I fight hard for that title. I'm going to try to say this slow because I understand that America has a literacy issue as well as an education issue. To extend grace, I'll say that it's difficult to learn in the same environment that you are being slaughtered in. This is not an immigration issue, a race issue, or a gender issue. It's not even a class issue if you don't count the billionaires that are in charge right now. We are experiencing a civil war. Who has a well-documented history of experiencing civil rights violations in this country? Could it be the blacks? Every single time a black person has expressed their feelings about living in a country whose system actively works against them to ensure that they do not progress, we've been told, sometimes by our own people, that we are just complaining, that this shit happened a long time ago, and that we should get over it. History repeats itself because people refuse to learn it. So let me share facts first and feelings later. 92% black women and 85% black men voted against this. Facts. Did you know that the majority of college-educated, yes, that's important, white Americans voted against this as well? Facts. I know that they think black people are sitting back relaxing whilst laughing and saying, haha, we told you so, but that couldn't be further from the truth. It is still black people who are leading protests. It is still black people who are boots on the ground. It is still black people who are actively speaking against the atrocities that our government is committing and covering up. Facts. Christy, know I'm lying every 3 days about what happened, even though we can see it with our own eyes. It's causing division. The Trump administration removing slavery memorials in Philadelphia and the Netherlands is causing division. If you forget your past, you'll be forced to relive it. Let me switch to feelings. The feeling that you get in the pit of your stomach knowing that billionaires are building ballrooms with our tax dollars whilst the media tells us to feed our children a piece of broccoli, a piece of chicken, some other on a tortilla. Those feelings are valid. The feeling that you feel knowing that our president bullied and billionaired his way into office because he didn't win and he wasn't shot is valid. Though your feelings are valid, do not spend your energy arguing with MAGA or MAGA affiliates. Trump said he loves his stupids and he meant it, just like everything in Project 2025. They meant it. Block all bots, bird brain Christian nationalists, and billionaire worshipers that live off of a $30 budget. For you are arguing with people that have learning disabilities.
Donald sucking Bubba's dick, slurping nut like his mother, going guap, guap, guap on his Arkansas brother, playing that shit like a saxophone. Presidential topic while they all alone. Don't give a fuck about Hillary. Donald Trump blow it up like a War 3. Trump suck Bill's dick.
The United States lost $16 trillion to its GDP the last 20 years because of racism.
In jail, police allowing him to stay in his home because they say he's a threat to himself. Since this app is suppressing my content literally not even 5 minutes after I post it at this point, I'm just going to get out what I really want to say on here, and if my platform suffers because of it, it won't be any different than any other day of the week. So, fuck it. This video right here speaks to something that I've been wanting to say on the internet for a long damn time. And now I'm just going to say it because, frankly, I don't care no more.
Let's go.
White people are the problem with America. White people are the problem with America. White people just now realizing that this country functions off of forced, unpaid labor? No shit. But when it was everyone else working for y'all, you didn't mind that people weren't getting paid for the labor that they did, right? It was okay. It was the state's right to enslave people and brutalize them and make them work against their will. But now that you can't afford your Starbucks every weekend like you used to get, now you want to cry bloody murder. Y'all are absolutely the most delusional demographic walking around on planet Earth. Y'all are really out here trying to figure out, and you always act so surprised when you see it. Oh my God, why are people acting like that? I don't understand. They're burning ballot boxes. They're attacking elderly people at the polls with machetes. Like, why would this be? Because y'all are like this. These are your children out here with machetes attacking elderly people voting. Y'all are out here acting like you don't understand what the fuck is happening because you live in this lily white bubble that affords you to be ignorant. It gives you the grace of not having to pay attention enough to care about what's happening to everyone else around you. Unchecked white rage is exactly why every single thing that is wrong with this country continues to be wrong with this country.
The reason why we don't have universal health care is because black people can get it. The reason why we pay 20% for Medicaid is because black people, they don't want black people to just go and get Medicaid, so they put the 20% that you have to pay. The reason why we have to pay for college is because Ronald Reagan didn't want riffraff going into college because college used to be free. So the reason why you have these student loans is because of racism. The United States lost $16 trillion to its GDP the last 20 years because of racism. You don't have to believe me. Go Google it. White people will deny themselves things that will benefit themselves. They will deny their children things that benefit them as long as they can continue to discriminate against 13% of the population. Imagine, because of 13% of the population, America lost $16 trillion with a T dollars.
So this is for the sheep who's on that democratic plantation. This is for the sheep who say we have to pick the lesser of two evils. These is for the sheep who say we have to get Trump out by any means necessary. This is going to be a little different segment. I figured I'd let you hear it from your zaddy himself, Joe Biden. Look it up.
We already have a nigger mayor, and we don't need any more nigger big shots.
I learned a lot, and I learned that and Corn Pop was a bad dude.
I think the two-party system is good for the South and good for the Negro, good for the black in the South.
He just quietly sunk into the Caribbean or rose up 300 feet. It wouldn't matter a whole lot. Is it because blacks are involved in...
Banks once again write their own rules. Unchain Wall Street. They're going to put you all back in chains. More questions, but I tell you, if you have a problem figuring out whether you're for me or Trump, and you ain't black. Look at my record, man. I have a record that is second to none. The NAACP has endorsed me every time I've run.
44 years in the Senate and then as vice president, Biden was a leading architect of today's criminal justice system.
Biden crime bill, the Biden crime bill, the Biden crime bill. Hell, we've got crime bills coming out our ears. Every major crime bill since 1976, every minor crime bill has had the name of the Democratic senator from the state of Delaware, Joe Biden.
Oh, so you don't have to look it up. The cracker just told you what he's about. But you go ahead, give him your vote, get Trump on up out of there. But 2020, for me, I'm voting get these nuts, sheeple.